Welcome, everybody, to another edition of Wrestling Therapy. I am your host, Suji, and I am back with Speaking with Shus. Welcome back. How are you?
I am great. Thank you for having me back as always. Your favorite co-host. I'm gonna coin that term.
That's fine with
Um,
me.
I don't care if you're a co-host or hating your favorite co-host.
Facts.
So yes, I am happy to be here. We are going to talk about Wrestlepalooza, which I'm still boycotting ESPN Plus. We're gonna talk about Raw, which actually opened up differently because Cody Rhodes came out. And we're gonna talk about Crown Jewel, which is taking place in Perth, Australia. I think
Speaking
I
of speaking of Perth, Australia, there has been a bit of breaking news. Another match has been confirmed for Perth, Australia. It will be AJ Styles
versus
versus
John Cena.
Never Seen 17.
17.
What do
John
you think?
Cena.
What do you think of
I
this
heard
match?
that he asked for that match. I heard that he demanded it. He said that was a dream match of his. I think it's gonna be good. I feel like AJ Styles is old and John Cena is old, so this is gonna be good for the old people.
Facts. Yeah. Speaking of old people, apparently there's been some people having issues with the ESPN app trying to locate it, thinking they had the PLE, but they didn't. Now I know there's some people out there that paid the $30 for the ESPN app, and the card wasn't worth the $20 increase, in my opinion. Um, Match quality, it was outside of the women's world title match, and maybe the mixed tag. Everything else was just the addition of SmackDown and Raw put together. But what do you think?
I mean, I heard it was mid. I'm boycotting ESPN Plus, so. But I did watch the highlights. I do have a wrestling group chat, so they were telling me everything play by play. I mean, my people do speak Spanish, but they can give it to me in English. They was play by playing it. I did heard it was mid, and ESPN Plus even like reported that it was mid. I do think that no. I think no. Like I feel like I'm happy that AJ Styles. I mean not AJ Styles. AJ Lee and CM Punk won. Finally, it took for his wife to come for him to win. Because they be playing in his face, child. They play his face. I'm happy that you call her Stephanie Valcro from. Shout out to
Simply,
Naomi.
simply Dom.
Congratulations, Naomi. I'm glad she won. I'm happy she won. And the vision, uh, you know, so I do agree. I feel like if you are gonna charge me all of this money, and I remember back in the day, like back in the day, because your girls are 90 babies, 96 to be exact. I feel like we used to like pay for pay-per-views, and it used to be 59.99 a month, like a pay-per-view show, and we didn't used to get them every month. We used to get them like every kind of like 6 weeks. It wasn't like a how quickly that WWE is pushing out the pay-per-views that they are now. Like I feel like we got a pay-per-view premium event, and then like 3 weeks later we have a new one. So I just feel like if y'all gonna be charging me $30 a month, like y'all gotta make it worthwhile. And even the John Cena Brock Lesnar thing, like yuck, like it just felt like a old version of the same match over again. You
It's
F5 him 15,000 times and now what?
it's like going to it's like going to McDonald's. Back in the day, McDonald's you can get a burger for like $1.05, $1.50. Even cheaper like further back in the day. But now, like, you can get a McChicken sandwich for like almost $5. The sandwich is the same size. It's not any bigger. There's nothing different about it. It's still mayo, a McChicken patty, lettuce, and two buns. And it's not like $5. But you charge me the same thing for this PLE. You charge me an additional $20 for the same quality.
No, thank you. That's why, I was boycotting ESPN. I ain't get no VPN. I ain't get none of that. I just was waiting for the highlights to come through. I didn't even do my commentating because I used to do commentating on the nights of the PLE. Like I didn't even do my dang commentating. I did for last night for Raw, which we'll get to later. But I don't know. Like I just feel like it's all about money, which I get it. Like we got to get it how we live it. WWE's in debt, so they got to like get themselves back out the red to the green, like or the black, whatever color they're using. But I think that if you want me to pay $20 more, $30 more a month, you got to make it worthwhile. And I just don't feel like it's worthwhile. Like I feel like when I was texting my wrestling group chat, like they was like, okay, so I could have predicted this entire match card.
Hmm.
All right, like I don't even need to like watch it. Like literally, we put our predictions in before the PLEs happened, and legit, we all predicted the same thing. So it just didn't make sense for me to financially spend that money because for what? For what? And I can't wait. I think we're gonna hear about the price, like the ticket prices for WrestleMania in Las Vegas, which is coming up, or they probably already released. And I know that they're astronomical, and people are gonna pay it. Supply and demand. But at the
I,
same time, it's just like, why?
I saw that. I think upper like nosebleed seats. The guy said when he went, they were like 500. Then now they're $1,000 for like a nosebleed seats.
American dollars.
Thousand. And I mean, you're set up there. You're just paying for the experience, and that's a
And I'm
thousand dollars.
glad, no, and I'm glad I got in where I fit in for WrestleMania. What was in 2024? So I'm glad I got where I was supposed to do because if it was me now in 2025, like trying to get WrestleMania tickets, I think it would piss me off. So like even my tickets now were they were high, but I thought they were kind of reasonable for where we sat. But like if I was trying to spend $1,000 for nosebleeds, like no, I was in the club section and I spent less than $1,000 for two tickets. So I just feel like it would have made me mad.
Yeah.
So I think WWE, like I'm a diehard. Like I've been there from like 28. So like let's say I've been there since I was like like 5, 6 years old. I've been watching wrestling like for a very, very, very long time. So it's just like I need y'all to do a little bit better because it's just like I've watched the progression and I get it. Like everything's gonna get more expensive, but it's just like we said in the last episode that we did, it's like you guys aren't making wrestling for the normal average working human being. You're making it for it's like an elite experience and it's just gonna kind of take away the joy that wrestling brings.
Something I heard somebody say the other day is like, go back to like 2000 and look at the front row of these shows, right? You see a lot of kids. I'm not talking about sponsorship. Sponsor like, oh, Little Caesars. No, you used to see a lot of kids and families go to these. You sit in the front row. You look now, there's less and less kids in the front row of these shows. They're further back because it's hard to afford. Like we said last time, it's hard to afford the price of entertainment, but you're getting the same quality of entertainment. Like you're not giving me anything special. It's not like it's like the McChicken analogy. It's not like, well, you're giving me fries with it free. You're still getting the same sandwich that was $1 5 years ago, 10 years ago, for $5 now, but there's nothing's changed. Cena Brock, I mean, you didn't miss anything. It was clothesline, um,
At
German,
five, at
and,
five, at five again. Like we've
and,
already seen that stories.
yeah,
Like
yeah. Um, the Usos versus the Bronze with LA Knight as the referee. Jay busted himself open with a chair. Um, he's okay, so that's good. Right team won. Personally, Division needed that win. What do you think?
I mean, I think I said that we knew that the Vision was gonna win just from how they're pushing them. And even if they didn't win, then they were gonna beat up the Usos really bad, and then they would have just pushed them on. Like even if they lost. So I think that I mean the Vision gets on my nerves. Like If you watch my commentary on Speaking of Shut on TikTok, every week I'm just like, let's see if WWE opens up the open up Raw with the Vision. And baby, they still do. But I mean, I think it's going to be able to build to their affection. I think the affection thing is definitely different from what the affections used to be back in the day. Obviously, it's going to be different because the time is different, but like factions like the Shield, factions like dang, the faction with Rick
Evolution.
Flair, Evolution. You know exactly where I was going. That's crazy. That's crazy. We right here. We right here.
Yeah,
Evolution,
right
which
there.
was Batista, Randy Orton, Ric Flair, and Triple H. That faction. That was good. Even the affection, like the authority, like you know what I'm saying. Like those
Yeah.
factions, I feel like they had more of a storyline, right? Like I feel like they had more of a building. Even the Judgment Day original faction, when Edge, Cole, Edge, was in that faction and built that joint up. Like I feel like those felt different than the Vision. Like the Vision just feels like it was kind of like randomly put together. Because even when you had added Big Bronson Reed in the faction, it's just like, for what? Wasn't he just fighting on him the other day and now he with him? Like, it just felt very off. So I think that their storytelling with these people is a little lackluster for me, especially because I've witnessed other factions happen in real time. So I just think that the Vision they could have taken that win, but it just doesn't make me feel more believable about their characters. Even them trying to like put them on a mic, it's just like, oh, here we go. Like, even didn't even know Big Bronson Reed had that accent he got, wherever he from. He said it got it
Australia.
because it's Australia. He sounds Australian. So to me it's just like it's not as believable for me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not really the biggest Vision fan. Like, I love Seth Rollins in the sense of the character he is. Like, once he broke up the Shield, that was like, like, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Clenching your pearls. Like, I can't believe he did this. I hate him. But, like, but, like, even now, it's just like, So, I think that hopefully they give us a little bit more character development, which I do see that they're trying to do. I just am not a believer. A believer. Remember Bo Dallas?
All you have to do is
Is
believe.
believe.
I love the Bo laugh
Oh my
when he.
gosh.
I got a Bo Dallas. I got a Bo Lee shirt too. I'm gonna have to wear that
You
every
got
day.
a believe shirt? Oh my
I
gosh.
do.
Yes. So I just don't believe. I don't believe it. What do you think?
Um, I don't disagree with what you're saying. I don't look at them as random. Like I see they are different than Evolution and the Shield, even Legacy. They remind me more of Legacy in a way because
Yeah. Yeah.
you have the veteran, and his two pupils that he's trying to propel to his future of of,
Mm-hmm.
of wrestling. So it kind of also reminds me of Seth's Messiah gimmick in a way, but not to the extremes. But it's kind of like he wants them for his vision of wrestling. They're the future, which they are the future if booked right. Speaking of the
Yeah.
future, we have a new women's world champion, Stephanie Velcro. Um, she defeated Io Sky in the match of the night. Um, I'm not upset. Either person winning was fine with me. What are your thoughts on Steph?
I mean, remember last week we talked about I said I hope she wins. I feel like this is gonna be a good direction to take her in as champion. Hope she doesn't I hope WWE doesn't just give her the champion and just kinda have her disappear like they did with Julia. That's my own personal
Hmm.
opinion. Because they just kinda let her disappear and just keep the champion and not really defend it. Um, I think it's gonna be good. I just cannot wait to see who is next. Especially because I know we're gonna get to this, but we can just talk about it now. Since Asuka turned on Io and that's gonna start, which they've been brewing that all for a couple weeks now. Like we kind of knew that that turn was gonna happen. We just didn't know when. Since they're going to be fighting each other, that has nothing to do with Stephanie anymore. So what are we going to do with Stephanie? Who's going to face Stephanie? How are we going to build that storyline in? So that's the only thing I'm questioning. Like, what's next? Like, okay, she won, now what? Who is going to challenge her? Who she's going to face?
I don't think WWE knows.
I don't think they know either.
And the reason why I say that is because that what you just said. Well, you've just sort of eliminated three
Three
main
people.
pieces from that.
Hmm.
So now they're like, well, we don't need to build anything up right now because we can have Stephanie versus either the winner of the triple threat match coming up on SmackDown. We could just run that for 3 weeks, not have to really build a challenger. And then you got Survivor Series. So then they're like, well, we really don't got to do nothing there. We could throw her in War Games, and we don't got to do nothing until like December. So I feel like it's going to be a lot of her side questing until this feud is over. Because more than likely at Crown Jewel, we're getting Rhea and Io versus the Kabuki Boys. So, you know,
Agreed. And I think it could stem from Rhea and Io versus the Kabuki Warriors, and it could be Io versus Asuka because Asuka is jealous of Io. Like they could just kind of like, and then like Kyrie Sane is just kind of like in a floating thing because she's just kind of going with what Asuka says. So I just think that we got to see what they do, and I really hope it doesn't turn into a Julia. I really hope it does not turn into a Julia. Just like kind of letting Stephanie win about then what? Because if we were gonna do that, then give it to my good girl, good sis Jade. You know, I'm always gonna be. So what are we doing? Like, if you're gonna give it to her, then give it to her. Like, and I just feel like I hope that WWE has some type of um plan because it's just like when you look at all of the women on that roster, it's just like, okay, now what? Who? Like, what are we gonna do next? Like, Tiffany Stratton is on SmackDown. So it's just like, okay, now Stephanie's gonna be on Raw. Bailey and what's her face? You know
Lyra.
who I'm talking about. Lyra are in that weird thing. Now we got four of the people that could challenge Stephanie already in their own thing. Who else? Nia Jax is with the whole Jaden Tiffany Stratton thing. So who's gonna challenge Stephanie? Like who's gonna be in that like thing? So I don't know. Maybe WWE needs to like fully developed it. That's why I should have been a WWE writer. Cause like shit, I would have been thinking about that thing. But what's next? So that's the only thing I have for that.
The first person I could see her maybe potentially facing is a Raquel because they have been kind of giving her that. Oh, I know that's your favorite. I know that's your homegirl.
That's not my home girl. I cannot. I mean, I like Raquel. I'm no hater, but I just feel like what is the all surrounding Raquel Rodriguez?
Um,
Exactly. No, no, no need, no need, no. Don't answer it. You already answered it for me. Exactly, exactly.
I was thinking. I
You
wasn't
don't have. You thought long enough. It's fine. You answered my question. Don't answer it no more.
fair enough. Fair
Because
enough.
fair enough. Exactly. Because
I
if
can
I would have
respect that.
asked you what is the all in Rhea Ripley, then you could have answered it.
Yeah, she's
So
mommy. But I mean, but then again, that's a person. Speaking of, I'm glad they're removing her from Stephanie actively, right? At least for the time being, because I need a break from her and the world title. But yeah, and the Wrestlepalooza was Drew versus Cody. Cody won. Nothing happened. Let's just move on
the
real quick.
beginning, yeah, the beginning of Raw was Cody versus Seth. Division came out, champion versus champion, which I'm always putting for a champion versus champion match. That's just I like that. I feel like they both have their own aura. They both have their own, 1, 2. Let's put them in a match. Then we ain't got to worry about no belts having to be exchanged. I like those type of matches because it's just like the Beast on Raw versus the Beast on SmackDown. Let's have them fight each other. Like, it's no other times that they would ever meet each other unless it's champion versus champion. So, me personally, I like it. The promo that they cut, it was okay. It wasn't like my best promo. Like, oh, side note, I am really liking LA Knight's promos. It's giving modern day Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like, I love it. I love him. I love it. I love it. I love it. Like, it really, every time I watch his promos, he'd be like, LA9. Yeah. It's giving modern day Stone Cold. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I know we can talk about the Jey Uso and him match next, but like, I really love his promos. He cut some good
He
promos.
does. He does. I will have to wholeheartedly agree on that. Opening match, I believe we had this 6-man tag match, no disqualification match with Penta and the War Raiders, excuse me. Um, versus the New Day, Morning Woods, Kofi Kingston, and Big G Langston. This is probably their better matches that they've had. I'm hoping it's over.
I
Um,
was just about to say that. You took the words right out of my thoughts. I was literally just about to say that. Penta needs to move on. If they're
yeah,
gonna move him on to AAA, if they're gonna move him on to a different competitor, I'm tired of this fruit. It should be over.
yeah,
I just think that
I'm done with
Penta
it.
is one of their most over superstars right now, and we're putting him in a three people versus three people title. He's one of their most over. Like, Cody's over, but if we look at it from across demographics, Penta is the most over superstar with people who look like us, people who don't look like us, and people who look like him. So why are we putting him in tag team matches? Like, can we get some variety? Like, no, move him somewhere else. And even if we gotta move him down to AAA, that's fine. Because AAA is on YouTube and I can watch that for free. But that's fine. I just feel like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Move Penta, move Penta, move Penta.
Especially putting him with the War Raiders, it just seems really forced. I'm like, it would have made sense to put him with Dragon Lee instead of the War Raiders, but whatever. Hopefully that this is done and over with. Next we had Lyra Valkyria versus Roxanne in a I thought a pretty solid match between the two. Um, Lyra, am I thinking right? Yeah, Lyra picks up the win, right? Yeah, yes, Lyra picks up the win. What did you think of this match?
No comment.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Uh,
I'm tired of them. They use Roxanne Perez every week. Like, can, no comment. Let's move to the next match.
I mean, she's young. You gotta. I mean, she's had 38 matches this year.
It,
Um,
you don't
uh,
think that's a problem?
I mean, who?
Every week it's the same thing. It's just we remixing the matches the same. Like, and she loses. It's not like she just wins. It's like
I mean,
some wins, some losses, but more losses than wins.
that's her spot right now. She's gonna have solid matches and put over the baby faces up until it's kind of like her time to shine. I think next year, maybe around this time next year, I think she would be an Intercontinental Champion.
Okay, I hope.
I see what they're doing. It's just kind of like this young up and coming. She's young. Like she don't need to
Yeah,
be winning.
she's only like 22, 23 or something. Like, she's
Yeah,
super duper young.
like
She has a long career ahead of her.
at least she's getting reps and matches instead of not doing anything. And then when you like Maxine, which we saw earlier, I believe, for some reason she wants to prove herself. She hasn't proven much, in my opinion, but that's neither here nor there. Um, we had Bailey. Um, three phases of Bailey was the thing. We had Hugger Bailey, wanting Lyra to be in her corner, and Bailey. I'm sorry, I was thinking about last week. Bailey and Roxanne had a match this week. That's what it was. I'm gonna get it together. Bailey and Roxanne had a match.
Same
Bailey
thing.
won.
Same thing, different font.
Yeah, that's yeah,
I don't even got a comment on it. Same thing, different font.
yeah. Bailey won, and then Bailey crashed out on Lyra at the end. Um, as I told you last week, I'm interested in what they're doing with Bailey. Um, I'm not sure where it's going to lead to. Maybe the IC title, but I'm very interested in Bailey aspect.
We'll we'll see how they do the character development. When I watch, I think it was WrestleMania, they do like the good, the bad, and the ugly on YouTube, and I watch that. Like it's I feel like they said the good was the character development, and I agree. They are trying to develop like the matches between Cody and Seth, the matches between Billy and Roxanne, trying to develop the match between LA Knight and Jay because they're kind of trying to turn Jay a little heel because he's like mad and this and that and that, him and Cody had that little exchange in the background, like in the locker room, and he was like, yeah, Cody, I'm gonna be back at the top, and then Cody was like, yeah, like they was talking or whatever. So I just feel like the character development is there. We have to see how it manifests, and that's what we're gonna have to wait to see with Bailey.
Right.
And talking more about the character development, since we just talked about Jay. Jay and Ellie Knight had a match. And it's so hard when they're both faces facing each other and they're trying to make a face a heel, but they end up still being a face, even though they are trying to be a heel. And I think for a long time they were trying to make LA Knight like a heel, but he's not a heel. Like he's not. It's like how Stone Cold was trying to be a heel. He was never a heel. He was a face. He was a heel, but he was a face. Like he was
Yeah.
a heel in the terms of the way he was acting, i.e., LA Knight, but a face in the terms of the us as viewers are seeing him because he's so over. And I think similarly goes the same with Jay. Like I feel like Jay is they're trying to turn him heel, but he's a face for us. Even the yeet thing, I feel like the only way they're going to be able to turn him completely heel if he stops yeeting, completely stop yeeting.
I don't think they're trying to turn him heel like that yet. Meaning Jay, I think they're trying to build, like as we mentioned earlier, character development. Like if there was a segment with Jay and Cody in the back, and Cody's talking to Jay, and Jay's just kind of looking at Cody's
The
title because
title, mm.
Jay had Jay had that taste of gold. He had the taste of what it's like. All he had was a taste, and he wants to be champion again. And I feel like this could lead to a Jay versus Roman thing, maybe around the Royal Rumble time, maybe.
With a part two because he already faced them.
Yeah, but this time the roles are different because now you're gonna have Jay as the aggressor and Roman trying to calm Jay down, and the only way he knows how to do would be to fight him. So they'll have a match, and Jay will probably end up winning the match, and you can build Jay up to maybe face Cody at WrestleMania. I, that's way out there, but I mean, it's possible. We actually had Raw end without the Vision.
Thank God! Woo! WWE is listening to my TikTok. Thank you for
Right.
listening to Speaking with Shub. Thank God. We ended with a heel turn, which has been brewing for the last, what, maybe month or
About a month
so?
and a half or so.
Yeah, it's been brewing, which is Asuka turning on the Empress of the Sky, Io Sky, which we kind of already knew from the promos that they were cutting backstage that Asuka had some form of jealousy against Io. I feel like it was slowly, it was like little tidbits. And I think that it was bringing Kyrie Sane in the middle because she felt like, I'm so sorry, EO. I'm so sorry, EO. And then Asuka was like, yes. And she was telling her to come on, girl. And then she ran away. Like, so this has been brewing. This isn't like, if you've been watching Monday Night Raw, even though we've been complaining about it, but I've been watching it. If you've been watching it, like, you can see the story building, like the little pieces of the story building and the relationship with EO and Rhea building too, even though they faced each other, like their relationship growing. So being able to like see that happening and then Asuka change on, EO, like it just made sense. And I think that the way that they ended Raw, thank God it wasn't with the Vision.
And it was
Thank
actually with
God.
women finally.
Finally, because usually they throw them in the mix, like in the middle, or just cut a promo
Yeah.
behind, like in the back.
Um. Also on Raw, we had Seth in the back looking at the watch, Cody giving him, and Becky, you know, giving her husband a pep talk and some motivation. And Becky is one of the greatest, and it's not just me saying it. It's not just you saying it. It's Sports Illustrated. It's ringside. It's ringside news. It's Kate side. It's all the wrestling outs in the world. Becky Lynch is the greatest wrestler of all time, and she's
Who
gonna make
said
an
that? I
example.
didn't say that. Don't put words in my mouth.
And
You said
it's
it's not just me saying, not just you saying that. I did not say that. Do not say I said that. I did not say that. Do not.
you
Don't.
know
What are we saying? Don't say we said anything. We are not speaking French here, baby. We are speaking English. I did not say that. You said that. I don't think she's the best wrestler of all time. I
um
don't. I
the
don't. I think she's a great wrestler of our generation.
are you saying Sports Illustrated are liars? Are you saying ESPN are liars?
I feel like somebody is paying somebody's pocket to put these. I just get it. I just get it.
Oh,
But
also
no, no, no.
we can't forget we also had Rusev and JD McDonough, which I thought was a pretty solid match in my opinion. It was a different match. And Rusev won, and it looks like next week on Raw we're getting the greatest intercontinental champion ever, the greatest Mysterio ever, the only Mysterio to win the AAA champion, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, and he will courageously, valiantly defend his Intercontinental title against Rusev. Now I know we're both picking Dom, so we don't need to do too much of that. We got the Usos versus the
You
Bronx.
wanna you this is the thing. You're trying to you were trying to what is it called? Agitate? No, you're trying
Me?
to
Provoke?
yes! You're
Me?
trying to sit here and try to pull things out of me, and I'm not going to give you that today. I give you that every week with Dirty Dominic was there. I'm not giving it to you today. Maybe next week, but I'm not giving it to you today. I hope he drops the title to Rusev, but he's probably not because WWE is so fangirling over Dominic Mysterio. So he's probably not gonna do it, but I'm just gonna say, come on, we can move on to the next topic.
Did you enjoy the El Gro?
No. I think something went wrong. He will be back. You are back. We are
I am
still
back.
we are still recording.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Okay, the universe. It was, you know what it was? It was your Dominic Mysterio hate that was kind of
I know,
throwing
I said
through the.
I was quiet. I was quiet. I didn't say nothing. I just let you talk. But no, I did not. I don't care about Gandhi and Medicano. I don't. Oh, he's out again. Okay, well, I can just talk about myself and he can watch it back. Oh, look, I was literally about to talk because I know where you was. I was about to
It,
talk
it,
trash.
it, it,
So I was
if I
about to
cut
talk
off again,
trash.
if I cut off, you may just keep it rolling. It's all good.
Listen. But no, I'm not a big fan of Grande Americano. You know what is giving me fake cane? It's giving me fake Undertaker. Like I just feel like I don't care about Grande Americano. I didn't care when it was Chad Gable. I didn't care when it was Ludwig Kaiser. I don't care about all these random men. Like I don't care about Grande Americano. It's actually a little bit offensive if you ask me, but WWE can be very offensive. But this is the most progressive they have been.
I heard offensive.
I said that I feel like Grande Americana is a little offensive if you ask me.
Elaborate.
It's like you're making fun of luchadors, and luchadors is an entire like culture of wrestling. And you're trying to say here that this YT man can come and put on a mask and call himself a luchador? No, no, he cannot. Oh my gosh, you guys like my hair? Oh look, I was about to talk to the.
Yeah, I am having some extreme difficulties here. Give me one moment here.
It's okay.
I'm going to end this and then restart it. Okay.
All right, as long as you put these